Okay, to lap a coticule, you just need some sandpaper or one of these lapping plates. This is what I use. I use this DMT 10 by 4 inch thing that's extra coarse on one side and coarse on the other. It's called DuoSharp. And I get about 200 to 300 uses out of both sides of a coticule, of a combination coticule, before it dies. But you could use just a few dollars of the sandpaper on a countertop. So we have this person's coticule here. Now, the first thing we got to do is put some pencil marks all over the top of it, so that we'll know that when the pencil is gone, that we've made a plane, that it's submitted itself to the flatness of the diamond plate. Okay, so I'm going to do it to the blue side. This happens to be a Belgian blue combination piece too. Now again, you could just put some sandpaper right there and wet your coticule and rub it on the sandpaper, and I'm sure that this right here would be flatter than what the lapping wheel that the Belgians use is. This part works better if you don't let any of the stone come off of any of the plane of the lapping plate at one time. You can see now that some of the pencil is starting to go away. Okay. Sometimes for the blue side, I'll use this DMT XX. Let's see if you can read that. This thing is crazy hard with giant chunks of diamonds on there. You don't even need to put a pencil grid on the blue side, because if you use this thing, it'll be painfully obvious which part it has influenced and which part it hasn't. Right away, look at that giant color difference. The whole thing will be that lighter color. Okay, now that I've gotten the whole thing flattened, the next thing you want to do is make it so that all the edges of the stone have no abrupt turns. So you'll introduce it to the lapping plate starting flat and then going like this, always moving from the center of the stone toward the edge of the stone, so that you'll create rounded corners like this. The next thing I like to do is take some other coticule that I've been using a while, like this one, which is on the site, and rub them together so that you can knock off that rough diamond surface. Even though this is very flat, it doesn't have a surface that's pleasant to use. What the Belgians give you is even rougher, and it functions fine, but you'll come to understand the way your stone works better if it has a nice, smooth, broken-in surface. And I find that when I'm learning a stone for the first time, I like to watch all the water that the razor's pushing around stay right in front of the edge of the razor. You know, if it has some variances in the topography, even though on a coticule it's not like a water stone, it will still hone very well, but you'll learn more about the rock if it's starting off nice and flat and smooth. So you just rub it together like this. Some of each rock comes off, and then I'm sort of taking this little rock and pushing away from all the edges the same way I did with the diamond plate. it still feels kind of coarse. So after you give it some rubbing time like this, the best thing to do is take it to all your kitchen knives and use it. But this feels pretty good, and I would imagine the first time this guy uses this stone, he's gonna like it.